Uh, well, let's get it going. How are you today? How are you, Fab Five, Fabulous Five, Central Park Five? We do not want to be them. Poor folks. Poor, dude. That story is out of this world, and I have not watched. I have not watched the whole thing yet, but I really want to. But I can't commit because every time I get home, it's too late. I don't want to stay up and watch it because if I do, then I won't be ready for work the next day, and I got a lot going on. And if I start watching it, I will watch the whole thing. Cause I kept up with it before, and but that's cool. Do we even know what we're doing this year, man? I forgot. I forgot. And remember, it's clocks. Gotta get. Put a hat. What am I saying? Thanks, DJ Khaled. Um, we're gonna we're gonna get this 20 done early. I'm filming this. This is episode 30, and I was like, I cannot forget about the people that need to see this. And let me tell you something. When we get a year in, I'm really gonna flood Instagram. I'm really gonna flood a lot of platforms. But right now, I'm just gonna take it easy. Make sure I can do it. Make sure I can talk what I need to say. Say what I need to talk. Do you understand what I'm saying? Walkie talkie. Walk the talk that you have to walk to talk. That reminds me of that movie, Look Who's Talking Now. Uh, do not know that woman, the actress in that? Dude, I'd love to meet her. For some reason, her and Betty White, I'd love to meet. Um, let's see. Dude, I just had a moment in my life where I was like I could use some good karma. I didn't look at it that way, but looking at it now, I was like I need some karma. I need some good karma. So I was like, so I was at the stoplight, just got off work. Let's take a left to go to my house or my apartment. I don't want to lie to you and just act like I have a house, a random house somewhere out in the world. I don't. But if I did, it'd be a house. But I don't have that. I have an apartment, a one bedroom. I will say that. It's quite small, easy to clean. Don't need a maid. And they're always mowing the grass. Always. Doesn't matter what time I come home. Somebody's mowing, which is good. You don't want it growing up too tall. I mean, but they won't even let it get ankle high, ankle bone high. No, 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 no. Not up in here. But there was this old man walking across the street at the light, and he had two grocery bags. And he was old, yeah. He was struggling, yeah. And I mean, I thought it was all false. I was like, he's just looking for this guy is acting. He is the a typical NBA player. He's out here flopping at the green light because he wants a ride. He needs a ride back to his place because I can tell he's like stopping every 5 feet, putting his bags down, like bending over, putting his hands on his knees, like looking around, like looking at all the traffic, like hey, there's 500. One's gonna give me $1. That's a homeless theory, right? That's a New York homeless guy theory. If I ask 500, at least one's gonna give me $1. And he got his dollar because he suckered me. I was like, you know what? I had a good day at work. I worked out early this morning. I was like, let's be a citizen of the United States that I am, and go help this guy out. And I did such. And I'll tell you what, because I didn't want to go to my apartment knowing that I could have helped someone in a small situation. Like he wasn't underneath a car. He didn't get in a car wreck and I had to save his life. I didn't have to give him CPR. Luckily I don't because I'm not CPR certified. And if I do CPR, will I get charged with something? Is that associated in am I a murderer if I give somebody CPR and they end up dying and then my fingerprints are all over their face and their nose and their chin? I can't deal with that. I'm like, there's no way on earth that I can deal with that. So this guy is like, I can tell he needs a ride. So he goes across the road. Now, I was turning left. He was coming from my left to my right. And I was like, okay, I can help this guy. I can help him. I sure can. So I have to take the left turn because it's so busy that I can't just make a right in front of everybody. And I didn't want everybody to notice that I was trying to help this guy and be like, oh, he got suckered by the old guy. He does it every day. I just got off work early, so he probably does this every day at 3:30. I don't know that. So I take a left. I turn around. I go to turn around. By the time I finally turn around, sit in traffic, somebody has already put their my good karma in their pocket. They picked up my good karma. and put it in their pocket. And I was frustrated, not because I wanted to help, but at that moment when the help was over, he was good. He's got a ride home. He's good to go. But once that was done, once he had a ride and he was good, I was stuck in traffic going. I just spit. I'm so sorry. That is so rude of me. DJ Khaled, can we start this over, please? No, there's no starting this over. Okay? Red Rover, Red Rover. That guy made it home. It's over. Okay? So he got his ride. Hopefully he didn't get abducted. Oh, man. And he's all right. I hope so. But after all that was done, so the old guy's out of my life, I just I had to sit in traffic again in this whole light and had to go back around. So I had to go leave. So I took the left, had to turn around, go back to the light, and then that's when he got the ride. So he's across the four-way stop, the intersection, and he's getting in a car. As I see that, and I'm like, cool, it's over. No, it's not. I had to sit at this light for what seemed like 30 minutes. Then I had to go straight because I accidentally got in the left lane. It's a straight and left lane, and then the right lane's right lane only. I should have gotten the right lane. I could have just did a little U-turn in the parking lot, hit my own way. No, I had to go straight. And if you take a left, there's 20 cars. I'm not about to sit here because this lane coming across has the right of way, right? And I'm in the turning. I don't have a left turn lane or signal. I don't have a left turn signal, so I have to caution for this 20 cars. So I'm like, nope, I'm going straight. So I go straight, take a right in the gas station. You following? I hope so, because I'm not. I'm losing what I'm saying. But I turn right into the gas station, loop around, got to take a right, back in the same four-way intersection. And then now I have to go all the way 2 miles down, get on the parkway, circle around, and come around to my apartment. Long story short, I didn't get my good luck, or my good, what is it? What was I saying? I already forgot. My good karma badge. Did not get to pick it up. I finished last in that race, in the good karma race. Finished last. But I thought about it on the way when I got home. I was like, man, that's frustrating. I should trip that old man. I should stab his gallon of milk in the bottom and let it all fall out onto the ground. You understand? No, I didn't think about it like that. And then I reflected on it 2 minutes, and I was like, at least I don't have to go on with my life knowing I could have helped this man. I at least tried. I put my hand out while he was in a house fire, and I grabbed it. I took it home. Do you understand what I'm saying? Probably not. That's okay. I'm here. I'm doing this, so I know you don't really care, but this is coming out on a Monday. I'm here on a Thursday because I was like, I'm gonna be real busy. I'm trying to get my life in order, and that's enough in itself. So I'm like, well, if I can do anything to help me out and to take care of my future self, I'm a big fan right now because when I used to dabble in the drinks a whole lot, I was not taking care of my future self because my future self, which could be the next day self, was like, dude, you are shortening your life. Can't you tell? And I just feel like if I'm taking care of my future self, I'm prolonging my life. I don't know how much longer I'm going to live. Give me about good more. Give me about 50 more years and I'll be good. 40. Yeah. Yeah, 50's a long time to be alive. 50 more on top of the 27 that I invested in this, what could be a great life. Because right now, I'm good. I pay my rent, pay my bills. I am in the top 1% of the world's financial status, is what I'm told by rich people. Who say you should be happy that you're in the 1%. You have this. I am happy. I am happy for it. But why is it that people who get lots of money, lots of money, look back on people? I don't want to say look down or look back. Look back was definitely not right. But why is it that when people get money, they're like, oh, you should be happy because you have this much? Meanwhile, hey man, where was you at when you were broke, living in a 1-bedroom apartment? You had 6 bills that you had to take care of today, and you don't get paid till tomorrow, which is not my case right now because I've been saving for my bills. That's what I do. Isn't it funny how they call bills, and they call money bills? Isn't that? Is it just like that's the equilibrium, like of, oh, these are all my bills, and these are my dollar bills going back towards my bills. I'm fascinated in what that means. I'm just like, bills, bills. I was also thinking this week. I was also thinking I have a real fascination in like how we can interact with people in the world, how we can speak to somebody at Walmart, be like, "Hey man, what's up? How's it going?" Just talking in line, and that's the only interaction we will ever have again in our lives. We might see them in a dream. I heard that theory. I don't know if it's a theory or a fact, but they say that if you see somebody in your dreams, that means you have seen them in your life at some point. So I could be at a beach in Florida, dreaming about somebody, and then, who the hell was that? That guy named John in my dream that I do not know. I have seen him somewhere in the world, but yet my conscious mind cannot bring that to me and say, hey man, 98, you took a field trip to Florida. You saw John, and you just walked by him, and he's in your dream working on your car. And I'm like, he's changing my tires in my dream. I hope he doesn't change tires in real life. If John is real, I just made that all up. John is not real, but he could be. I'm I'm just flustered with the world. And I learned this week that Neil deGrasse Tyson said that just imagine like the universe goes on forever. There's infinite number of universes. And then there's universes that are infinitely bigger than infinite universes. Man, that's just how can I even put that in my mind? That it's not only infinite, but there's larger infinites than infinite universes. Dude, I am such an infant in this world that it blows my mind. How is it that we can just I don't even understand how we can survive in this world. How? How can we come in this world and just survive for the what could be your own theory or the real truth of the afterlife? What happens? I don't know. Dude, afterlife to me, I might be on a after I die, I might be on a lifelong bus ride. I might get to the end of my life and I'll wake up cuz there's a simulation theory that we're just living in a simulation. I could wake up in a chair with VR goggles on. Is that what I'm told? Is that going to be the future or the past when I wake up in these VR goggles, or will I never know? Will I never know that I'm in a simulation? Will I never meet Jesus himself? That's all I'm wondering. Am I never? Dude, if I die, if I get hit by a bus, cuz that's what I feel like. Maybe hopefully it's a good bus hit. Like, I mean by that, and what I mean by that is hopefully it's like I save an old lady's life. And I was thinking the other day, this is what the thoughts that go through my head. I was thinking, dude, if I feel like my friends would call me dumb if I saved like a 95-year-old woman's life. They'd be like, "Hey man, I know you." The worst part could you imagine saving a 95-year-old lady's life? Like you push her out of the way of a bus, you get hit by that bus, and like maybe you push her in the other side of traffic, she gets hit by a taxi on the other side. Who won? Do I meet up with her in afterlife and she says thank you? Is she gonna be in that? Are we both gonna take off our VR goggles at the same time? And she'll be like, "Whoa, that was crazy." And I'll be like, "Hey man, this is a simulation." And I don't even know. And when I hear that, I'm like, well, if it's a simulation, I'm just gonna go eat Chinese. I'm kind of proud of myself right now because I weighed myself before this. Let me tell you, a journey in my life. I started working out 2 years ago, and I was like 245 because I got my highest in life that I've ever gotten in weight was 260. I think I have a picture of me when I was big. I was a big guy, a big old guy. And I'm not tall. You know, when I walk around, they're like, "Who's that short, wide thing walking around looking like a Mini Coop?" I was a Mini Coop walking around. oh man, and it went all to my face. All the weight went to my face, and I was disgusted in myself. I was like, I gotta get this together. So 2 years ago, I was like, you know what? I'm a forever not. Well, I'm gonna learn how to lose weight the right way, the proper way, and it's gonna be a long process. Now I'm down to 180. Whew. Yeah, thank you, thank you. And dude, it was rough. It was a rough 2 years of just, and I still struggle. I still splurge and go to Chinese buffets. I don't drink nearly as much. You know, if you really want to lose weight, just cut out a lot of the drinking and eat half of what you. I mean, don't eat if you eat more than 2,000 calories. Just dude, just slow down on the food because I know how it is. I know how it is being at midnight. Dude, Taco Bell's open and I'm drunk. We're gonna get an Uber to take us through Taco Bell. Now you can in cities you can do Uber Eats. You can't do that where I'm from. No, they don't even know what Uber is yet. I lived in a couple cities. I know what Uber is. I know what Uber Eats is. I know what what's that pink one? Lyft. I know what Lyft is. I understand. I understand how it's working. But dude, when you get drunk and it's kind of like banging an ugly woman or a woman banging an ugly guy or two ugly guys banging. I don't know what you're into, but it's kind of like that. It's like, you get a couple shots of Jaeger in your system and you're like, "Man, that 3 over there is looking a lot like an 8." And that's what Taco Bell is. Dude, when you're drunk and Taco Bell's around the corner, Taco Bell starts looking like Hacienda. And I'm assuming Hacienda is an 8 and Taco Bell is the 3 in this situation. And I just really wonder, I really wonder, how dumb was I 4 or 5 years ago when I was working out? Because I worked out all through high school. Couldn't stand it. Was not a fan because it was all about killing yourself, leaving, and my back hurt, calves hurt, everything hurts. I never want to work out again. I want to go home and eat until I die and drink all the pop I can. I wasn't ever a pop fan for real. Like once I got to freshman year, and I don't know why, like drinking beer and everything, that's just a part of life. But I was like, I could cut out pop. And you give me some sweet tea. It's another story. I gotta stay away from sweet tea. Right now, I'm drinking nothing but water and black coffee. And I'll tell you what, it took a while to get used to black coffee, but there's something about it. And now I'm scared. I'm like, am I getting addicted to black coffee? This is yet in my life why I have ever tried any type of hard drugs past marijuana. I took one Loratab when I had my wisdom teeth cut out, and I was like, I don't like it. I do not like how this feels. I can already see if I take 2 more, your boy's going to be addicted. Your boy's going to be spending his life savings, which is not much. That Captain D's money was light, but I would have been spending it on Loratabs, on pills, and that scares me. That really scares me. That's a big fear of mine is getting addicted to something hardcore, and I'm just not going down that road, cuzzo. Dude, I literally just rambled on for 18 minutes. Look, I want to do a video. I had a video idea of doing, and this is what the whole thing of this is. I just want to come in here, and right now this 20 minutes is just for me, keep my thoughts in order and everything, and then I'm gonna come back, and then once I get a crowd around me, if I ever do, cool. If I don't, then I'm gonna be talking to myself for the once a week for the rest of my life. Therapy's good, folks, but I had a video idea. Drake did that stupid interview, which I'm tired. I love Drake's music, but hey, man, dude, dude. If anybody in your school, if you're in high school, you were in high school once. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you were once in high school, even if you dropped out. Oh, this just reminds me. There was this guy in high school. Okay, what I'm saying is Drake had this interview after the NBA Finals was over. He wasn't even in the finals. He was not even in the finals. And he had this interview talking about, I need my chips with the dip. And he kept saying that, talking about, I'm assuming he's talking about the ring. He has the ring, the champion finals. And he's saying, he is literally, He is talking like he just walked off the court after hitting the game-winning shot. I was like, dude, that is so embarrassing, and it kind of made me feel like, dude, I've done that in the past when Green Bay beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in their Super Bowl, their last Super Bowl appearance, their last Super Bowl win, and I was like, why do I feel the need to just associate myself with something that is not going to make my life worse or better, like the Kentucky Wildcats. I love them. I love watching them play, and that's what I'm working on now. Like when I watch them this year, it's gonna be less because I'm not a real Cats. I'm a UK fan, but I'm not. What is that word they call them? I'm not. There's a word for the cat community, the wildcat community. I can't think of it. But I'm not that anymore. I used to be. I was a hardcore fan. I used to get mad when they lose, was happy when they win. I was like, why am I letting these people who I will never meet in my life dictate how I feel? You understand what I'm saying? You wouldn't allow someone in New York to dictate how you feel in Kentucky, right? And all I'm saying is don't let other people dictate how you feel. And I'm in with that. Because I think that is the moral of this podcast. Don't let other people dictate how you feel. And just keep a move on it. Hey, when you stop, you die. Someone told me that. It's probably on a fortune cookie. But hey, have a good day. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.